Oh, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Time to make a malt liquor video. Punk rock superstar, airborne paratrooper, tugboat tragic extraordinaire, and provider of authentic malt liquor and Valentine Ale massacre entertainment on YouTube. Yoketown Hellbilly, aka Mr. Med 40 Ounce, back again with another one with my Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor straight up the dangerous streets of Stockton, California. In order for me to bring you this high quality, authentic malt liquor entertainment production tonight. Vinyl Hall and Malt Liquor, ladies and gentlemen. Vinyl Hall and Malt Liquor. Outstanding. A little bit of a pain in the ass to get that open. Live TV, folks. It does happen. Malt Liquor, label out.
So why did you believe them? I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. You looked away.
Delicious.
You asked for this. You made your bed. Now lie in it. But don't call it a grave. It's the future you chose.
I gotta tell you,
We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine.
that Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor is absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking, patriotic fucking Americans, and you need to support that.
It's happening.
Brewed, canned, packaged, and transported by unionized fucking professionals. Malt Liquor.
It's happening.
Today was an interesting day. I got up this morning, was playing some video games, and decided I wanted to spin up a lot of records, so I spun a shitload of records today. It's basically what I did. I had to stop off at the cut rate and get some malt liquor for this masterpiece we're about to get into tonight. I got a few records to showcase. We're going to talk about a couple of things here and there. I'm going to address a comment left by Florida 32 ounce, which I found was interesting, and it's spot on from what he was telling me there. Malt liquor. All right, let's get into the crux of this masterpiece. Set the tone. Shout out to 209 J Jones. Camaro update, malt liquor video, 209 J Jones, time 2. Although that Mac Rib malt liquor video in the McDonald's was a fucking masterpiece. I'll tell you that right now. That's never been done before, as far as I know. Malt liquor. And McDonald's, if you're fucking smart, your executives should be taking notes on that, and you should be serving delicious and refreshing malt liquor for your adult patrons. Malt liquor. All right, shout out to Scumbag Supreme. This comes from his neck of the woods. Up first, a punk rock band from the Netherlands, the Heideroosjes, Schizo, 1999, 2024 repress, music on vinyl edition. A decent repress, an excellent fucking sounding record anyway. An OG copy of this goes for a lot of money, so I'm grateful that they did repress this. This is one of their better ones. There's another one, I think it's called Fast Forward or whatever. That's also an excellent one too. The only thing this doesn't have on it is Ode to the Ramones, but it's got all the other classics on it. A couple of the songs are in Dutch. I don't exactly understand it. That's right. I've seen this band twice. In 2000 at the X House in Trier in Germany. They played with a German punk rock band called Terror Group, which is Terrorgruppe auf Deutsch. That was an excellent show. It was very memorable, and this band just stuck with me ever since then. I bought the 2 CDs that they had available at the merchandise table, as well as a T-shirt, and I enjoyed that night immensely. After that, we went to the Irish pub in Trier, and we had a good time that whole night. I don't remember getting back to the barracks until almost when the sun came up. Malt liquor. That was in October of 2000. Die Heideroosjes, Schizo, 1999. Here's the Terrorgruppe record that I got. I think it's One World, Zero Future, yeah. This is from that time frame. I think this was the tour that they were on for 2000. And also a masterpiece. I've spun this many times. A few of the songs are in English. Many of them are in German. You know, it is what it is. Either way, it all sounds great. And also for Scumbag here, I do have the first One Life Crew record, the repress from 2022 or 2023. You know, One Life Crew fucking holding it down. Great hardcore band. One of the only straight edge bands I can fucking tolerate. Malt Liquor label out. Shout out to Loot Bag Larry. Shout out to Lone Wolf 420. Shout out to JSCO and RSCO Maine. Shout out to Silly Palmer. Malt Liquor. Shout out to Lil J. Shout out to Vega and Fear. All right, up next, a bootleg from Phono Select Records in Sacramento, California. Rudimentary, Peni, Corpus Christi. This is the first 2 EPs of the band. The first one, I believe, is self-titled, if I remember correctly. And the second one is Farce. As far as I know, from what I've heard from people, I had heard of this band years and years and years ago. I just never got into it. Oh, Mr. Mint, it's not per se a Crass band, although they did release the Farce EP on Crass Records in 1983, I'm wanting to say, or 84. And the self-titled EP, that was independently released. This is a bootleg, and it has both of those EPs, one on the A side and then Farce is on the B side. I've already spun this thing about fucking 5 or 6 times. It's great listening. It's hard to understand what he's saying, but there's liner notes in there with lyrics, and you just got to read it, kind of memorize it. You can fucking read along as it goes. But this is a great punk album from an underrated band that's not talked about enough. As far as I'm concerned, the singer was legitimately insane. It is what it is. It just sounds good to me. I enjoy spinning it and whatever. All bangers on here. There's not any weak shit on here whatsoever. No filler, none of that shit. No fucking preachiness or talking and none of that bullshit. Rudimentary, Peni, Corpus Christi bootleg record. Phono Select Records, Sacramento, California. If you're in the Sacramento area and you're looking for some, you know, crate digging and stuff, that's the place to go. They're open 24/7, or excuse me, they're open 7 days a week, not 24/7. That'd be insane. But even on Christmas Day, they're open. New Year's Day, they're open. Doesn't matter. They're always open every day. Malt Liquor. And the people that run that store, they know exactly what they're doing, and they have a very extensive and vast knowledge of music. I love going to Phono Select. I love going to Econo Jam in Oakland. I love going to 1234 Go in Oakland, and as well as Phono Select Records. Those are my, probably in this area, my 3 favorite shops to go. That's where a lot of my records have come from, those places. Up next, also from Phono Select Records, there's 3 of them I bought that day. The infamous Mobb Deep Free Agents Volume 1 mixtape from 2003. An obscure mixtape. I remember this on being on CD. It was probably on cassette too, but I don't think so. I don't know. I never saw one on cassette. Although maybe now, who knows now? People are buying cassettes again. That's just wild. Cool. As long as it gets people into the record stores, I'm good with it. I did listen to this mostly on YouTube. It's all bangers. It's that era, you know. Mobb Deep is a fucking 90s New York hip hop fucking group. And they just got it going on as far as I'm concerned. You like what you like, you know. I mean, some people prefer the West Coast sound from the 90s more than the East Coast sound, and vice versa. It doesn't matter. I like both, you know. I'm more of a unifier on that. But I saw this in Phono Select. It was their last copy, and I was grateful to get my hands on it. I remember the record store. It's a record store day release. I don't remember. Record store Black Friday, so that would have had to have been a couple of years ago, probably. I was not able to get one then, but they had a couple, or they had some copies. This was the last copy that they had, and I'm grateful that I have my hands on it. Mobb Deep Free Agents Volume 1 mixtape, 2003, a 2022 vinyl pressing, Malt Liquor label out. Shout out to Florida, 32 ounce. Now, he had left a comment on my last video, and it made perfect sense what he was saying. You know, he says he's not going to buy a record because of the amount of space. I have about 272 records now, and I don't have enough space. I'd have to fill this whole room with records. I don't want to do that. You know, and some people do. There's no right or wrong answer for this shit. You know, you collect how you want to collect or whatever. But he said that, and this is a mantra that I've lived with since day one of collecting. I've talked about this before. I'm not going to buy a record for 1 or 2 or even 3 good songs on it. if I'm going to buy one, it has to have everything, the whole thing has to be good. And he's right. He's like, he personally said, I'm not going to buy a record unless it's all bangers because I'm running out of room. You know, I need another one of these shelves. I got to figure that out. I'm looking into that right now. And because I have stacks, you know, I have a stack on the floor here. This is all the stuff I listened to today, but you can't see it. It's all slightly off camera. But yeah, I don't want a whole room full of records. That gets to the point where I can't possibly listen to all that. So that's a good point, Florida 32 ounce. Shout out Florida 32 ounce. You should immediately move to a state where you can purchase a 40 ounce of malt liquor anyway, or at least a 24 ounce can malt liquor. Ah, delicious. Ain't no fucking craft beer or home brewing on this channel. All right, up next from '87, Black Flag Wasted Again, a rehash of the earlier years of stuff. Some later stuff on here as well. You know, it's just something I needed to add to my collection. It's my favorite band. I saw it. It was a decent price, $21. Yep, why not? I saw it at Phono Select and I picked that up. Brand new sealed copy, probably pressed this year or last year. I don't know. The band presses stuff periodically from year to year. Okay, so Black Flag Wasted Again. I'm going to see them soon. It's going to be a good time. 1987 SST Records. Probably a 2024 repress. Malt liquor. Malt liquor video, brown bag time 2. Malt liquor video, loot bag Larry time 2. All right, up next, from the year 2000 in Germany, auf Deutschland. Ja, ich liebe Deutschland. COP Project Pornostar, some techno for your ass. I remember going to the Megadrome in Ida Oberstein. I think there was 2 of them. There was one in Trier and there was one in Ida Oberstein. I was stationed at Baumholder, but I lived in Ida Oberstein. And I remember going to these clubs and this song was fucking playing constantly, along with that fucking, that Daspo, which I have a single of that, as well as Ich Liebe for Hip Hop. Those were in heavy fucking rotation in the year 2000. A lot of some Spice Girls remixes and a lot of shit from 97. I remember that specifically. Fucking Blue Dabadi, that's from 97. As well as that, what was in the Volkswagen commercial then, Da Da Da, that fucking song. That was in the club and it was going strong at that time. I remember the first time I heard this and it was just wild. It brought the whole fucking club onto the dance floor and it was an exciting time. I'm a punk rocker, but once in a while you do got to go to the club and if there's no show going on and try your luck out there. And if not, we all know we could go to the Tonasek. And what's above the Tonasek bar? Malt liquor. Shout out Falstaff, by the way. Malt liquor video, Falstaff, time 2. So this is a 12-inch single of that song. There's a couple other versions of it on there. COP Project Pornostar. This isn't even on Spotify. That's a fucking crime. It's unfortunate because it's a great song. Fucking go look it up. All right, we're almost at the fucking song. I got one more record left. Don't really have much else to say. I want to try to keep this under 15, and I promise that I want to upload more fucking videos, and we'll do some more vinyl talk. I'm not going to be buying as many records anymore because I have a decent collection right now of stuff that I like. So here and there, but we're going to do some more, you know, top 10s or what I'm spinning or heavy rotations or something like that. We'll later. Delicious. Up next, Against All Authority, 24-hour roadside resistance from the year 2000 and OG Hopeless Records pressing. A masterpiece of punk rock, a great punk band. I never got the opportunity to see them. They're from Florida, and I wish I could have seen them, but I never got the opportunity to. It never worked out that way. Hopefully I can catch them at some point. But I remember buying this on CD when it came out. Now I have it on vinyl. This is an OG pressing. I did not know that the band had repressed a copy of it a year or two ago. I should have checked that before I bought this. I paid $45 for this, which is too much, because a brand new copy that's pressed last year goes for like $22. It is what it is. Against All Authority, 24-hour roadside resistance. Great punk album, highly recommended. Malt liquor. with the swill. Study the fucking label. Live TV, folks, it does happen. Motherfucker. Like I said, live TV. Watching the fucking Steelers and Bengals right now. It's about halftime. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Some people call it the swill. I call it the best fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Mulliger. Mulliger. Delicious. Big bag Larry. Mulliger video time too. I know I already done said that shit. Crass Secure Core. Take us the fuck out of here. Tonight's presentation, Final Hole of Mulliger. Let's go down, Hellbilly, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do. I'm the fuck out of here. Happy fucking New Year, everybody. Mulliger!